Nothing says Americana more than apple pie, picket fences, and blowing things up. Today we're going to be doing makeup on Diana for the 4th of July, the all-American girl look. My name is Lisa Sim and you're watching WatchMojo.com. Okay, we've already applied the loose cashmere foundation from Sim Minerals with a Sephora powder brush. And we used Oatmeal, it's the red absorbing powder from Sim Minerals as well, with a Sephora shadow brush. So now we can start working on the rest of the face. So for now I'm going to take a little bit of brown derby with that. I'm going to expose the roots and really lightly stipple in between, coloring the skin between the roots, accenting on the arch and pulling it out. Now for Diana, since she has a dark blonde base, we can accent with a little bit of a darker color, but if you're really a fair blonde, you want to use something that's going to be more natural, then stick with something very light taupe shade. We're going into Candlelight. This is our base shade. So I'm using it all over the eyelid. I'm starting on the inner corner, along the lash line, all over the lid, accenting underneath the arch of the brow, extending it out towards the temples so it gives a lift, and even taking it on the inside corner. And that also helps to highlight everything. This one is called Tiramisu. Still the same shadow brush. Go from light to dark, start on the outside corner, and just do a little half C. I'm always doing little circles. That way I apply, and I'm blending up and outwards at the same time, stopping in the middle of the eye. I'm always pushing into the hollow of the eye, and then up onto the brow bone. And that's it. Then we're going to switch over to the smudge of the brush. And now we're going to just dip into this one called Brown Derby. It's the same one that we used on the brows. We're going to go along the lash line, outer third. And then I'm just going to turn the brush so we went from horizontal to the width and just extend that out. Go back to the shadow brush, just blend it all in. Okay, so last, after applying the Brown Derby, we're going to layer on Onyx, which is out of the Sim Minerals Essentials Kit as well. Just stick out your tongue. You can just use a little bit of saliva, then pick up your shadow with that. So get as close to the roots as possible. Sometimes it means aiming at the back of the lashes. And this you can go all the way along. We'll quickly curl our lashes, just looking down again. So get to the root, hold it, pinch a few times, do it in the middle, do it in the tips. So now that we've curled the lashes, we're going to go in with some mascara. This is the L'Oreal Double Extend, looking down, down, down. It's one of those latexy kind of base where it's like just a lot of warm water. You can see that I'm like keeping my fingertip behind so that I can lift up the lashes, I can see them better, and I catch anything that may end up on the eyelid. Okay, so now all the base is done on the eyes. Now we can inject a little bit of color because, you know, in the flag, what is there? There's red, white, and blue. Right, so we're going to use Ocean Blue. This one's from Arbonne. All through the middle of the lid and the inside corner. So just make sure that you're accenting a lot of the color on the inside corner. So now I'm going to take a Sim Minerals gem in Platinum. It's a beautiful pearly white. I'm going to take the Winged Smoky Taklon brush from Sephora and dab it right on the inside corners, along the lash line, and looking up, and carry it back underneath. Now that I've finished with all the dry stuff on the eyes, we can go into the creamy stuff. We're going to go concealer, a little bit of highlighter. It's better to use that at the end because if you use it at the beginning, everything that falls down is going to get caught inside. It's going to be a lot harder to take off. So this is the Kat Von D concealer in light. Actually a tattoo cover, but it's amazing. You just need a tiny drop of this. I'm going to use again the double-ended foundation powder brush from Sephora, but I'm going to use the very narrow side. So we're going the darkest part of the eye, which is really the hollow. Don't go too close to the lash line because we need that natural shadow there to help define the shape of the eye. And just draw it down parallel to the nose and blend it down. We're going to highlight the tops of your cheekbones. We have Arbonne Sheer Glow Highlighter. This is a little cream. So you can just like tap that using always your ring or your pinky finger for applying stuff to the skin, eye creams, face creams, all that jazz. You know, Diana, I've always asked myself, like, what else can you spangle? Like, Star Spangled Banner. Well, I figured we're going to put some stars next to your eyes and we're going to spangle your eyes. So when you're applying little pieces of metal foil to your face and you have the glue on it, just give it a minute or two, get 30 seconds to get a little tacky before applying it. I'm just a really big proponent of like asymmetry. I think it looks a lot better than doing this across her eyes. Very Lady Gaga. Here I have the Arbonne bronzer. Love this stuff. Swirl in. Sometimes I just push it into the mirror. Actually, you know what? This is a way of doing the stripes in the flag. So you're gonna do your little racing stripes. So that's the stripe, your contour. Okay, we're still gonna take the same brush. We're gonna take the Arbonne Taffeta blush. It's really, really pretty. And I want your biggest Miss America smile. And now we've made it to the red portion of the red, white, and blue All-American makeup. This one is a pencil from Arbonne called Cherry. We're gonna line first. Start by defining the V, the Cupid's bow first. Then you can see that it's at the same height. Kind of line up with the bottom of the lip, and then you can extend your lines out. So let's just say that use the side of the pencil as much as possible. You get more coverage and you will save your pencil. Okay. You take your little sable lip brush. This one is Runway Red from Arbonne as well. Okay, the reason I get Diana to do that like weird Mona Lisa smile is so that it stretches the lip, it takes out all the fine lines, it makes it easier to do a smoother application. You can really embed the color throughout the lip. Okay, so now that we've finished the daytime version of the All-American Girl, we're gonna add a little bit of eyeliner sealer with a very pretty sapphire blue mineral gem. I'm gonna pick the small smudger brush from Sephora. If you use too much, it becomes very, very sheer, so you really wanna make a little paste out of it. So same place that we were putting the ocean blue shadow and the platinum eye gem, we're gonna replace that all, the entire lower lid, with this sapphire blue. You're gonna go back with the Sephora shadow brush. We're gonna dip into Tiramisu. Start on the corner and just to soften the edge of the blue. Help that blend up towards the outer corner. So now that I've done the Tiramisu to blend the blue up into the outer arch, we're gonna go into Candlelight, same shadow brush, and we're gonna do the inner corners. So it just blends that blue. There's no hard line. You just keep it contained in the crease. Okay, so you've seen the day version of the Star Spangled Banner 4th of July makeup. This is the nighttime party version, which has a lot more color going on. Threw a little bow in her hair, and you know, if you're not going to use this for 4th of July, this is going to be great for Wonder Woman, Halloween. Think about it. Perfect. Okay, so what I'll have to say to you is Happy 4th of July, 1984.